Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else. John Paval here with an Access Arts Live special edition to remind you that today at 4 o'clock on July 25th, Stage Plus is live streaming the long-awaited or awaited every year new production at the Bayreuth Opera Festival. This year, it's the MEISTERSINGER von Nürnberg. And I'm here to give you just a little bit of the background about who the performers are in this piece to maybe stimulate your interest, and to remind you that Stage Plus has this incredible offer going on this summer. You get a 2-month subscription for €1. That's right. That's 50 cents per month. And this week, this is already their third live stream this week, high quality live streams. So this is not an offer that you want to be missing. So let me get into this with you and start telling you about some of the wonderful players in this show. I have a photo to put up for you. In fact, I have a couple photos. Let's start with overall who everybody is in the production. This is with George Zeppenfeld. Hold on a second. George Zeppenfeld debuting in the role of Hans Sachs for him. Michael Spires as Walter von Stolzing, and the budding star. Well, she's getting to be accomplished by now. The young Christina Nelson as Eva, the Swedish singer, whom I'm familiar with because I live up here in Stockholm. And I want to give you just a little bit of background about each of the main participants now, so that if you're very familiar with opera, then you already know the things I'm going to tell you. If you're not, well, then you're going to find them out. And if you already know some of them, you may not know all of them. Because this is an interesting blend of experience and newly experienced performers. So we start out with Georg Zeppenfeld. He's very dependable. He debuted in the role of Hans Sachs for the first time at the Salzburg Easter Festival back in 2019. So he's had half a decade to get into it. He's been a regular at the Bayreuth Festival since 2010. He's no stranger to Wagnerian roles. King Mark in Tristan und Isolde, Gurnemanz in Parsifal, and Veit Pogner in The Meistersinger. But he hasn't done Hans Sachs here before. So this should be good. An experienced guy doing a role that he does know, but he's doing it at Salzburg, where he's very much at home for the first time. He, by the way, he's originally from Westphalia in Germany. And his home base for the last 20, 25 years has been at the Saxon Opera House in Dresden, Germany. So he's familiar with the conductor, Daniel Gatti, who's conducting this opera. Some years ago, he worked with Gatti in the Verdi Requiem, which was broadcast live by Arte from the Dresden Semperoper. For the 60th anniversary of the terrible destruction of Dresden by bombing during World War II. So you've got a top bass working with a conductor that he knows well. So that speaks very well for how well that role is going to be handled. Then next up, there's Michael Spires in the role of Walter von Stolzing. Now, Michael Spires has done an awful lot. I looked him up. He has 10 DVDs and 30 CDs to his name. His bio tells us that he's performed an astounding 83 roles in 78 different operas, more than any other active tenor alive on the planet, apparently. And he's appeared at all the top places, from La Scala to the Paris Opera to the Bavarian Opera to Wien to the Berlin, and then with orchestras like the Berlin Philharmonic, etc. No point in he's been everywhere with all the top people. But I said to myself, but has he done Wagner? And he hasn't done a lot. Basically, he's been more French grand opera, or grand opéra, as they say, and bel canto. So what's he doing Wagner? Well, actually, he put together an actual CD or a DVD, I'm not sure which was a recording, about Wagnerian opera singers at the time of Wagner, and how most of them, well, they had come out of what other singing traditions? The French Grand Opera and bel canto. And he was kind of doing this as he's easing his own way into it. Last year, he had his debut playing Lohengrin with the Strasbourg's National Opera of the Rhine. And that was in March of 2024. And then last summer, he was at the Bayreuth Festival playing Siegmund in Die Valkyrie, which is, Bayreuth is the ultimate Wagner venue. So this looks interesting. It's relatively new to the guy, but he's terribly accomplished. And then finally, in the role of Eva, you have Christina Nelson, who she had her debut here in Stockholm back in 2017 as Aida, and it was just highly acclaimed. And she won a couple of or placed well in a couple opera contests in the same year, including the Operalia contest. And it's just been onward and upward since then. She has played Elizabeth in the Tannhäuser at the Frankfurt Opera. And she has played, I think it was back in 2023. I'm not sure whether it was 2023 or last year. She played Freya in Das Rheingold at the Bayreuth Festival, and Dritte Norn in the Götterdämmerung, the Twilight of the Gods. So this is auspicious too. She's not done so much of it that it's just worn in. There's still a newness to it for her, but she has pulled off Wagner successfully, and she's recognized as a rising talent, not only in Sweden but internationally. So now the conductor is, I think I've mentioned him already. It's Daniel Gatti. He's currently chief conductor at the Maggio Musicale Fiorentino, artistic advisor of the Mahler Chamber Orchestra, music director of the Orchestra Mozart, and chief conductor at the Staatskapelle Dresden, which is where you see the connection with Zeppenfeld, who has been Dresden based. But he's done so much opera. He's been at the Bayreuth Festival before. He's been there since 2008. He's been a principal guest conductor at the Royal Opera House. He's worked at the Zurich Opera House. He's a made man as an opera conductor. And finally, the director is Matthias Davids, who started out as an actor in musical theater and then turned to opera, but now and directing also musical theater. Now he has over 75 productions to his name. So hardcore experience. Look, this is a great team at one of the great opera festivals in the world. This is, the big moment everybody waits for. What are they going to be doing? Well, they announce it a year ahead of time, but it's like everybody's waiting to see, is this going to be good? Is it going to be as good as some of the great productions of the past? So I can absolutely, without hesitation, commend to you. Hold on a second. I can commend to you that you take the time. And now here's the frosting on the cake. Very often for operas like La Scala and Paris National Opera House, you have to pay like 10, 15 euros in order to watch it. With this stage plus 2 months subscription for €1, I took it last year and I'm taking it again this year. It's easy to cancel. There's no hassle canceling it. It's €1 and you get the next 2 months free. And this week, like I said, they had the Capuçon brothers on yesterday with Martha Argerich. That's like, that's the top of the mountain. And what was it the night before? It was Daniil Trifonov. Both of those on Wednesday and Thursday were from the Verbier Festival, and now they're here, and there will be more live streams coming up. So I'm excited about this. If you love opera, or if you'd like to find out what is all this Wagnerian stuff about, because Wagner is not something, for many people, it's an acquired taste. This is your opportunity to do so and open the door for a lot more high quality live streaming all summer long for €1. Every time you watch another live stream, the price per live stream is going to go down till it's going to come down to you're paying 10 cents, 5 cents per live stream. I'm going to sign off now. This is at Again, 4 o'clock this afternoon, European time. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast in the US, 7 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, a lovely midnight down under in Australia. If you have any contacts or friends or followers in Australia who might be interested in it, don't know about it, I don't know how to get more of our live streams out to people in Australia, but you might do so, and I would strongly encourage you to do it. So ciao for now. I will be back a little later today with some other highlights for what's coming up this weekend. But I will talk about that later. For now, I just want you to know, coming up in just about an hour and a half, a terrific live stream of a terrific opera at a terrific festival at a virtually free of charge. So ciao for now. And enjoy. And if you do enjoy it, if you have any comments about it, come back to the replay of this live stream on any of our platforms and let us know. Give us your commentary. I would love to see more commentary. We are on, I will remind you, in addition with that, if you're watching this on Facebook, like the video. If you're watching this on our other 6 platforms, please follow and or subscribe to Access Arts Live on YouTube, X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and or LinkedIn. Ciao for now and have a great late afternoon here in Europe, or morning in the US, or late night down under in Australia, enjoying a terrific production of Die Meistersinger from Nürnberg.